Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin problem, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
We're back. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue, and I am back for another BondyBlue show, honey. We have topics to talk about, things to get into, all right? How are y'all doing? Little roll call right quick. Trudy, so fine. It's Quasia, Saki, Siobhan, Shawantia, Janae, Aretha, okay, Aretha, all right, Brittany, Mel, Golden Baby, Carla Julia, Kaylina, Gigi Design, Treasy Baby, Angel, Janasia, okay, Shelly, Angel, Teresa, KB Hall, Nolene Watson, Tashara, Elza, what is that, Edlo, Hear Her TV, I stand with Jenny. Come on, girl. Kiara Nicole Smith, Corey Bell. Okay, just finished my workout. 1,200 calories burned. Now time for the mess pass, my protein. Come on now. Listen, I was just sitting up here like, damn, bitch, I don't think I'm going to be able to get my workout in before I go to lunch. I was trying to get it done before I go to lunch, but now I feel like it might have to be done after lunch. And then if I did, because if I look, we want to Rue Chris, and I like that. Like, if I'm going to a nice place, I want to drink at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I want to drink. Okay, so, but then I had drank yesterday, so I'm feeling like maybe I'm gonna just keep it cute today and not drink, and that way I can just do my workout after, because I feel like I'm not gonna have enough time after I finish this live to do the workout, which is 33 minutes, which will then equal to about an hour, and then a shower, which will take about 30 minutes, and then to be out the door and across the river in 24 minutes, child, I will be late. So I don't know. I'm annoyed. But you know that workout be on your mind, love, okay, because you got to get it in. Back to the roll call, okay? Yes, Baby Cake, Shug, Keisha, Victoria, Nafisa. Listen, let me know if there's anybody else, specifically if you are in my Discord and you want to become a moderator, not only for me, but when we do the Ladies First panel, that would be greatly appreciated. Y'all know the Ladies First panel is tomorrow on my channel, all right? So y'all make sure y'all come and see us. Ooh, Ladies First. And I'm putting together a nice little show for y'all to come and enjoy. So y'all make sure y'all come and see us. We're going to play some games. We're going to talk about some mess. Child, a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about today, we probably are going to touch on tomorrow as well, especially if things continue to develop. Ranting with Ricardo, Shanna, Queen, Bev, Shani A, Garvey Wall, Trini Chick. Hey, Scotty, what's going on, my love? Bailey Biggins, Missy Peddleton, Jasmine Newman, Sharday Jordan, Samantha. Okay, come on, Samantha. Kamisha, Lisa, Lehan, Q Landrew, Bianca, Teresa, Honestly, Jordy, Sherry, Haley, Kat, Brown Sugar, J Jersey, Quill, Cha Jones, Jamaica, allegedly Melanin Queen, Sharday. Listen, thank you, Janae Russell, for becoming a member. Purely Terry, K. J. Latonia, Groove Girl. Oh, no, that's me. Jasmine W. Queen Divinity, Netta, Angel Royale, Sam J, Nicole writes, child, I might do 2 workouts and one tomorrow. If I drink and I don't feel like sobering up to do a workout, because I might, sober up and do the workout, because that happens too. But we'll see. Because it's only like until Saturday. So I could definitely double up tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, I could double up tomorrow. I ain't got shit else to do but work, so I could double up. Anyway, I'm happy to see everybody. Hey, Devin, you're not late. We haven't got into it. Y'all know I like the lollygag a bit at the beginning of the video to give y'all a chance to come into the room, because YouTube be playing with them notifications. So I hope that people are sharing things in the Discord. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I really do. Y'all help me, because it be a lot. Okay, I see y'all in the chat. I'm happy y'all are here. I'm happy y'all came to see me. Please don't forget to like it. Oh, we'll just drop by base. Hold up, y'all. We'll just drop by base. The hanging backpack and the hanging duffel. Okay, an extra large tote, a car caddy. Oh, come on with a car caddy. I might have to get that car caddy. Oh, I love the weekender in plaid. And come on with a packable poncho. It rains so much here. Messenger tote, that's cute. Survival strap. Come on, survival strap. Y'all, I'm low-key obsessed with bass. I don't know if y'all know about bass, but if y'all ever watch Pretty Little Liars, the ethnic girl on Pretty Little Liars, okay? I love her, okay? And she has a line of luggage called Bays, and I'm obsessed. So anyway, y'all, I hope y'all are here. Y'all are ready? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into what all went down. First, let's start with Wendy Williams, okay? So y'all know we've been talking about Wendy Williams, and we've been talking about the fact that Wendy Williams is going through it right now. And I told y'all that the girls had me feeling attacked because I felt like Wendy had in some way, oh, you know about her luggage line? Come on now. I love it when y'all know. I felt like it was a relapse situation. I felt like it might have been because of her years of drug and or alcohol use, but specifically drugs, because I saw Ray J. And listen, I see Ray J with orange hair, baby. Okay, orange hair in a book bag. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm worried. All right. I thank Janae Russell for becoming a member, didn't I? Thank you. But yes, I wasn't trying to make it seem though as if, that was, it's a bad thing all the ways around no matter what. But people were trying to make it seem as if it might have just been a health issue, or it might have just been COVID, because they came out and said she had COVID-19. Well, as of recent, it's been put out there that she's been drinking every day, allegedly. And because of that, she put herself into a psychiatric hospital. So this is what the Jasmine brand is saying about what her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, had to add to this very tumultuous time in his ex-wife's life. Wendy Williams' ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, seems ready to celebrate his birthday in new photos, but was he taking shots at the TV host? I'd like to think so. As previously reported, the 57-year-old talk show host was reportedly hospitalized for a psychiatric evaluation prior to it being announced that the new season of her show would be delayed due to COVID issues. Okay? It was later reported that Wendy Williams had contracted COVID-19, but an inside source also alleged that she has been drinking every day, even when filming, the source added. Everyone, and I quote, everyone is an enabler because they don't want to lose their job. They see it, they know it, they smell the liquor. Her staffers are worried, but no one is ever going to speak up because they don't want to lose their jobs, which they would lose their jobs anyway when this lady has some type of mental break in which y'all keep having to push the show back until the show is no more. So maybe y'all should have said something a while ago and she could have went to rehab, got the help she needed, and maybe y'all could have returned to work. But it seems to me that trying to keep her on this path as if that's going to help you keep a job is just ridiculous. Because when she crashes, you won't have a job anyway. Meanwhile, Williams' ex-husband and former manager posted with something as a cryptic message about Wendy's condition. The caption included him celebrating his birthday and ended with another subliminal message. He wrote, and I quote, "B-Day vibes all week. So thankful to the Most High God for all blessings," because, these words are in caps. "I tried to tell, health is wealth, not money. God said they'll learn. Have a blessed day. What did God have to say about adultery? Because I feel like that was one of the 10 commandments and you ignored the fuck out of that. So please don't tell me about what God has told you and profess to be true when it comes to health versus wealth versus money. At the end of the day, the only reason you are over there with the health and the wealth is because of Wendy's money. So please don't fucking do me, Kevin. Don't fucking do me, Kevin. If she don't have the energy to curse you out right now, please let me do it for her. Okay? You were a broke down security guard, probably drug dealing thug nigga that saw a weak minded woman who was looking for a man but had a bright spot in her career. You sought her out as somebody who needed protection. You inserted yourself in her life to save her as you did. You married her and then you continued to cheat on her while having this side bitch to the side the entire time. And then you were siphoning money from you guys' household, from everything she was working hard on, until your little side chick over there, until it was all set up and nice so that you can leave Wendy destitute and fucked up out here so that you can be free with your new young baby mama. Nigga, suck a dick. My dogs are going ape shit outside. And if the bitch wrote it, fuck her too. Let me do it for Wendy right quick. Y'all can all go straight to hell. Because what I can't deal with is living off of somebody, only being in the position that you are in because of that person, and then choosing to then go on social media and kick them while they're down, so to speak. Williams and Hunter were married in 1997 and just divorced in 2019. Okay? But y'all know he laid up with Sharina Hudson, his baby moms. In a recent video on YouTube, Williams' brother spoke on his sister's condition, and y'all know they had a tumultuous relationship as well. But he said that she's doing well, she's stable. He's spoken with her, and they're all hanging in there. But y'all know Wendy is dealing with a lot. And I feel like I hate the fact that she doesn't have a lot of friends. I hate the fact that Wendy doesn't have, you know, a lot of people around her that will not only hold her up, but hold her accountable so that she doesn't have all these yes men around her okaying behavior that will result in her, you know what I'm saying, not living out a full life the way we would like for her to live out, basically. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, there's so much going on. People are calling me and texting me. My dogs are losing their shit outside. I'm getting emails and I'm trying to stay focused. I'm sorry, y'all. It's a lot going on. But yes, y'all, what are y'all saying about Wendy? He isn't tripping because since he was married to her for more than 10 years, he will get her money regardless because of the law. He doesn't care if she is better, and Fox doesn't either. Hashtag insurance. It's so unfortunate. Karma has a way to show up knocking at their door. They should be careful. Hopefully Wendy's son will be different than his father, Lord willing. I hope so. Well, boop, that's that on that. Okay, sounds like what Kenneth is doing to Nicki. I mean, that's exactly what it sounds like. But we gonna let it go to hell with gasoline draws on. Okay, living off of her success. Sharina speaks like that, talking about the Most High, etc. Child, I don't know the bitch, but if that's how she's speaking and she's speaking on his behalf, he's probably still allowing it. But either way, she ain't shit neither. Okay, hey, Quasia. Calvin hoping to cash in that life insurance per divorce agreement and manipulate the son for the rest of if Wendy gone. Probably. Yeah, I don't think that Lil Kev is like Big Kev at all. Sharina with her dry ass. Okay, you should never kick someone while they're down. I'm not a fan of it. You are so I know I can't help it. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on from there. Y'all, let's talk about what's going on with AJ Johnson. Y'all, they about to aggravate the shit out of me. I'm about to bring their bad asses inside since they want to bark at everybody. And I know that they probably barking at the dog that's behind us that's been barking all day so that they bark in return. Let me see. Is he going to stop? It doesn't sound like he's going to stop. I don't want to put y'all on waiting room music, but I might have to in a minute if they don't stop. Too many fences are down, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into this. So y'all know AJ Johnson, okay? This AJ Johnson, because there are two AJ Johnsons, okay? Y'all, give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. When we come back, we'll get into this. Just give me a second. right. We're back. Sorry, y'all. When I'm here by myself, my lover and my secretary not here to help me with these things. Okay, are we ready? I'm sorry, y'all. Listen, y'all thought I was about to do the twerk something for y'all. I'm glad by your knowledge the woman is Johnson. Listen, there's always had to be an understanding that there are two AJ Johnsons, okay? You have the female AJ Johnson, Ray, okay? That's baby boy mama. And then you have AJ Johnson from Friday, okay? So let's go ahead because he passed away. We're still not sure what he passed away of. But these days it can only be one or two things, it seems like. Like I'm hoping that I'm not hoping that it's something else, but like nobody wants to hear that somebody was on drugs and OD, but don't it be feeling like it's either drugs or COVID? Like it's either COVID or drugs. Like everybody's just been dying from COVID or drugs. COVID or drugs. I don't know what's going on. But either way, y'all, let's read what the Jasmine brand is saying. In a recent interview, his wife, AJ Johnson's wife, Lexi Jones Mason, said that she and her family have been receiving a lot of fake love following her husband's unexpected death. Lexis Jones Mason continued and shared that her family has started a GoFundMe with a goal of $20,000. However, despite many people saying they'll chip in, they've only raised less than $800 at the time of her interview. Okay. Lexis Jones Mason added that she doesn't expect anything from anyone, but would appreciate any donations from Anthony Johnson's friends and fans. If she's not able to raise the funds needed to cover funeral costs, she plans on cremating her late husband, then going back to work immediately to pay for the service. Comedian Michael Blackson shared an intimate post to his own Instagram page asking for his fans to give donations for Johnson's funeral expenses. The money that y'all, how much did Michael Blackson give? Because I need to understand why your famous ass doesn't have enough money to pay for this funeral. Never mind. If he's ever made you laugh, let's all contribute, send him home the right way. I'm not sure what anyone is doing, but I'm going to raise my own money for him. Send whatever you want to Cash App Blacks and Angels, whatever is sent at the end of the day, I'll match it. Okay, and send to his family to bury him. After you send 20 or more, look for your name in the comments. Thanks to all in advance. Okay, I like that. I like that, Michael Blackson. That sounds good. To date, the GoFundMe has brought in over $7,000. But that's not enough for the 15 to 20 it's going to cost to bury him. And that's so sad and so unfortunate. But what I want people to understand is just because people are saddened by your loss, it does not mean that they owe you anything. And why don't y'all have health insurance? Y'all have 4 children. Y'all are 50-something years old, almost 60-year-old adults. Why don't y'all have life insurance? I understand that a lot of Black people are disenfranchised in ways that we just can't even quantify, meaning that there are resources that they're not aware of or they don't know how to handle, so they choose to not deal with it. But they are at $23,745 at this point. Okay, so thank the Lord. They got what they need and they'll be able to bury him. That's a blessing. I'm glad that people help because people help me. So I would want for, people to help other people as well when things like this happen. But I also feel like this is the opportunity for everybody to pay attention. If you are an adult, you should have a life insurance policy. It could be term life. It can be the other type, just straight up life insurance full. But you need to have life insurance, okay? Just so that people can afford to bury you if you die because it costs money, okay? It costs money to bury somebody. For the coroner to do, well, not the coroner, but for the people to do whatever they're gonna do with your body, it costs money. I don't know why, but it does. So at the end, they don't allow you to just burn your dead family members in your backyard and do a little service back there. They don't allow you to do that. So you got to pay somebody to help you do that. Okay. And I mean, I get it. I guess that would be like unsafe. But either way, if it's not attached to your job, you need to make sure that you get it. Okay. Get some damn life insurance, y'all, so that y'all can not only pay for funeral costs, but that so people can live off your death. I know that might sound fucked up to y'all, but it's not. It's absolutely not. My dad put us in such a good position because he was smart and had life insurance and had investments and had money saved up and had a will and had everything sectioned out. So when he passed, all we had to do was pay for his shit, devise up the money that was left over, and everybody was able to move on. But nobody should be in a lesser situation when they lose a family member. It's already a hard situation to go through. Nobody should have to be thinking about what are we going to do now that this person is gone, especially if that person is a breadwinner. Okay, I was talking about it on my live today. With what happened to me on YouTube, I am in the process right now of trying to put as many safeguards in place to make sure that this shit never happens to me, because this is my business. This is what I do, regardless to whether it is new or old. You're going to respect it because I get up every day to create content, to put shows together, to entertain people. And it costs money and it takes time. And I spend time not going out, not doing shit because I have shows to do, because I have to get this done. All right, I got to go because I got a show. I can't answer the phone because I'm getting ready to do a show. I do this. This is a business. So at the end of the day, you have got to think about your life in general as I have got to protect myself from the what ifs. And that's what insurance is, disability insurance. Child, when I tell y'all my mind, and after everything that's happened with this house, the next time we, sign a policy on a home, the insurance policy is going to be as ignorant as I can get, as I can afford. The insurance policy will be as ignorant as I can afford. And what I mean by that is we'll cover as much as possible. We'll get me as much as I can get if I lose it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is so hard once all of these things have happened. Once you've lost a family member. My finance guy, who I just started working with, he was the one that was like, you have got to do the disability insurance. You have to. Because I let one of my clients sleep and not do it and not sign the paperwork and procrastinate. And he ended up getting COVID and ended up in the hospital. And now his family is at a disadvantage because they can't make the money that he was supposed to make when he was going to work. So now they're out. You know what I'm saying? They're at a disadvantage. So disability insurance, life insurance, insurance on your home. People may call it a scam because yes, absolutely. To some extent, it is absolutely a scam, but it's even worse when you don't have it. It's even worse when you don't have it. Okay? So y'all listen to me. Y'all, because I know a lot of y'all listen to me. Please listen to me. Life insurance. And get life insurance on other people. You got kids, get life insurance on your kids. Okay, my people had policies on me. Child, I don't know why. Well, my mama got a policy, so whatever she get gonna me anyway. But I'm just like, I got a policy on Lyric ass. Child, listen, okay? Y'all better stop playing. Black people work hard for their money, so I don't consider it a scam. No, only because of what they don't, how they try not to cover you. How they try to make it hard to give you what you are owed when things like this happen. Like, I'm still waiting on somebody to call me today to let me know what the fuck they gonna do about come and get all this wet shit out of my house, since they hooked up with a company that doesn't have the correct licensing for Louisiana. So now we have to wait even longer to get the room that's completely drenched to get that all taken out of here so I can stop breathing in mold. See what I mean? But if I didn't have the insurance, then I would be trying to figure out of pocket how to pay for all of this, which you still do, but they're going to pay you on the back end versus having to just pay out of pocket, period. And nobody's going to pay you on the back end. And I know a lot of Black people don't have life insurance, unfortunately. Just put your family deeper in the hole. Also, life insurance can help your family have a leg up. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all listen to me. Get y'all some policies. Insure yourself and your children. Stop being crazy. And I'm telling y'all, shit be like $56 a month. You can't pay $56 a month just so you can make sure that if somebody passes, y'all not assed out. Come on now. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. Be responsible, people. Okay? Let's go ahead and move on from there. Tired of y'all selling plates to pay for funerals. Child, that's how they be. Moving on to happier news. I'm actually super duper excited about Sonya Richards Ross reportedly being added to Real Housewives of Atlanta. According to Love B. Scott, Love B. Scott is a very reputable source, especially when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta drama. But Lovey Scott is saying that Sonya Richards-Ross, a track and field athlete who has won 4 Olympic gold medals, may be getting her peach for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Sonya Richards-Ross, 36, is allegedly preparing to begin filming. Reportedly, it is currently unclear whether she'll be a full-time cast member or a friend of the show. Notably, Sonya Richards-Ross has veered into the reality TV world before. Back in 2013, she was featured on her own WeTV series, Sanya's Glam and Gold. I actually used to watch that show and really did like her. That was before she had her baby. And so when she finally did have her baby, I was already following her on social media. It was like, oh my God, I'm so happy for her. Because I think it was like a worry that it wouldn't happen and all of that. So yeah, I love her. You know, her husband, like their family is just super cute. According to Sonya Richards-Ross and Aaron Ross, 2010 wedding was featured on WeTV's Platinum Weddings. Okay, so she's been, you know, doing a reality TV show thing for a minute, just not on this scale. The athlete has not publicly confirmed or denied the speculation that she'll appear on RHOA, but the rumors surrounding her serve as the latest news regarding the show's upcoming 14th season. Back in May, we broke the story that the network executives wanted to shake up the cast. Okay, and it's also reported that Portia will not be returning along with Cynthia, but Sheree will be coming back. I didn't ask for that. Y'all, I'm tired of them bringing Sheree back because often Sheree disappoints. I'm just saying, often the last time Sheree didn't disappoint, it was when her and Marlo were screaming in each other's faces for about a good hour. Thank you, but what is it? Barika, Aberica, Halet. My husband provides free services in educating people on financial planning. Life insurance is not expensive. Some insurance plans can be used to pay for major expenses. Absolutely, absolutely. The disability one that I'm about to try to, you know, apply for and all of that also handles investments and also handles like a retirement fund as well. So y'all need to look into that so you're not 60 years old trying to figure out what the fuck you gonna do. I'm not doing that. But I plan to live past 60, okay? And so I need to be taken care of when I get to that point. I took advantage of everything my job offered: the 401k, insurance, short-term, long-term life insurance for me, my child, vision, dental. I'm gonna keeping him on everything until he's 25. I know that's right. That's how my people did with me. But I'm very happy she's going to be on the show because I think she has a good personality. I remember her on her reality show. She was likable on there. I think she'll probably be like an honest, real person on this show, but then also somebody y'all can't fuck with because physically she'll probably beat the shit out of you and she probably don't want to. But her energy will probably give, don't fuck with me because you can't run from me. Okay. Yeah, no, you're not the only person not thrilled by Sheree. And honestly, I'm almost happy that they aren't going to bring Portia back. I'm almost happy about that because I'm like, yeah, and it's not because I don't want them to drag her. I want them. That's why I was mad when they initially said that Portia wasn't coming back. I'm like, so we can't drag you or have you, held accountable for fucking Dennis' daddy, bitch? Really? I was upset about that. But all in all, if they were going to make the entire season about her instead of what they're doing now, which is bringing in a new person and, just giving us more to go off of. And plus, Portia's trying to get her little 30-minute show. We'll see how that goes. But I'm excited for Sonya. Give us some new blood. Give us some people worth having there. But no, I was not excited about Sheree. I don't understand why we keep going back. Let it go. It's over. All right, let's move on from there. Y'all, I wanted to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it now. So Jermaine Dupri is sharing some thoughts on Diddy and his accolades. As previously reported, Jermaine Dupri challenged Diddy to a versus battle last week through social media. A couple of days after their back and forth, Jermaine Dupri and Diddy hopped on Instagram Live with Fat Joe and Snoop Dogg. During the Egg Live, the pair rehashed the issue, and Diddy challenged Jermaine Dupri to a mini versus right then and there. He stated, "Let's go now, nigga. Okay, go now. Just do a test 5 or a 5 real quick." Diddy eventually proceeded to play various hits he produced, such as Hypnotized by Biggie. However, Dupri didn't take Diddy up on a challenge and responded, "Listen, Puff, I love it. I love all your music. You're doing a great job out there. Keep rehearsing, my nigga. When you want to sign that paperwork, let me know. Until then, keep rehearsing." I love that response, JD. I love that response. Diddy had already said that Jermaine Dupri wasn't big enough. His hands weren't tall enough to box with the God. And I was just kind of like, honestly, if there's anybody that you should be going against, it's Jermaine Dupri. If you're not going to sign the paperwork, get the fuck out of here. But I feel like Diddy will probably definitely sign that paperwork to go against JD. But I think that's the perfect person for him to go after, because the truth of the matter is, if I think about who was most popping producing wise in the 90s, JD and Diddy were like at the top of that list. Because you had So Def and everything that they were coming out with, and then you had Bad Boy, baby. Bad Boy. Okay. And then listen, Puff. I love that he called him Puff. The pair continued to go back and forth before Jermaine Dupri proceeded to ask Diddy, do you got any one R&B record that's better than this? And then he proceeded to play Confessions Part 2, which is like putting a huge dick on the table. That is basically what it was like equivalent to. Dupri then told Diddy, I will destroy your entire R&B catalog. Ugh, he might. But then I feel like, could he? Yes. Drop any Mary J. Blige track. Now, Jermaine Dupri has decided to speak on the matter. Specifically, he addressed why he declined to participate in the 5 for 5 that Diddy challenged him to. Because ain't nobody about to do this shit for free. That's why. The reason why I didn't play music while we were on the air is because I don't feel like I should preview what I'm going to come with or anything. I'm a businessman. The reason why y'all is so excited is y'all want to see this battle. If I don't have confirmation, I feel like I'm just giving away something to not get something, and I don't do that. I know that's right. What I just say? He absolutely right. Dupri then got more serious and said, I just want to make sure everybody understands this. I am in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. I am in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Puff Daddy not in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Steve Stout and the Trackmasters are not in the Hall of Fame. That's all the people who was doing Diddy's music. The only other 3 people that I know of that's from his era that's in the Songwriter Hall of Fame is Dallas Austin, Jay-Z, and Missy Elliott. He continued, when it comes to songwriting, I am in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, if you didn't hear him. I shouldn't have to play nothing. You guys, y'all should have to hear this music. Okay, y'all should have to hear this music. I shouldn't have to play nothing. I'm in the seat with Puff Daddy can't pay for. You have to write songs. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if he'll ever get in that club. Ooh, that was real shady. I love it. That was really, really shady. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that shade right back to that nigga. That nigga said, you don't write the records. No. You don't write the records, nigga. You are not in the Songwriters Hall of Fame, nigga. You are not in. And guess what? You cannot buy a seat in because you have not written any music. I'm sorry, y'all. That's the type of shit you whisper to an ignorant ass nigga. Yeah, I enjoyed that little go back and forth. I hope they do the verses. I think it would be fun. Y'all, let's move on to Joy Reid, okay? So, y'all, Joy Reid has been in the news. First, she got in Nicki Minaj's ass for that misinformation about the vaccine. And now Joy Reid is going in on the media for prioritizing white girls over everybody else the way they have always done. Joy Reid is sharing her thoughts on how American media outlets approach missing persons cases, and she isn't holding back. Throughout this past week and a half, the Gabby Petito case has held the attention of American mass media. Child, I've been seeing it, but I've been kind of like, I don't know who that is. So, again, for context, the 22-year-old set off on a road trip with her fiance, Brian Laundrie, in early July. However, after her family lost contact with her near Wyoming, and Brian Laundrie returned home without his fiance, Gabby Petito, was reportedly missing on September 11th. Eventually, human remains were found in Grand Teton National Park on September 19th. I might be pronouncing things wrong, but roll with me. And they were confirmed to be of Gabby Petito yesterday, September 21st. The death has been ruled a homicide, and police are searching for Brian Laundrie, who is currently on the run. While the case has held the attention of many, MSNBC host Joy Reid shared her thoughts on the larger situation. Specifically, the 52-year-old commentator slammed the media's fascination with the case as missing white woman syndrome and stated that the same coverage is not afforded when people of color go missing. This past Monday, Joy Reid said, and I quote, "It goes without saying that no family should ever have to endure that kind of pain. But the way this story has captivated the nation has many wondering, why not the same media attention when people of color go missing?" Well, the answer actually has a name: missing white woman syndrome. The term describes the media and public's fascination with missing white women, like Laci Peterson or Natalie Holloway, while ignoring cases involving people of color. I remember, if I recall that Natalie Holloway story, there was a young black girl that was missing at the exact same time, and that little girl like chewed herself out of the the restraints and got home. And not Laci Pearson, and the other girl was like around the corner from her house and was like 16 years old and was still kidnapped. If I recall correctly. I'm probably wrong about that. That happened when I was much younger. But Joy Reid then discussed other cases that, while similar to Gabby Petito's, never got the same media coverage because they involved non-white individuals. Specifically, she and two panelists cited the cases of Daniel Robinson, a 24-year-old black geologist who went missing in the Arizona desert in June, and Mary Johnson, a Native American woman who went missing from a Washington reservation back in November. Joy Reid said she never once heard about either case from an American mass media outlet. And she remarked, "And I guess that's the issue, isn't it?" One of the panelists, Lynette Gray Bull, later on added, "One of the main factors and one of the key factors that a lot of people don't want to talk about is that it's racism." And see, this is what we talk about when we talk about it's everywhere. When I say that racism is everywhere, when I tell you it is in the fabric to the point where there isn't a place we can look without being able to point out the disparages between how white people are treated and how black people and people of color, indigenous people, are treated. Okay, Natalie was the girl in Aruba. Okay, that's not the same one. I'm trying to remember who the girl was that went missing, and she was like 16, around the corner from her house. And at the same time, a little black girl went missing and chewed herself out the ropes and was able to get herself back home. Nigga, this is my bus stop. Fuck off me. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember what the names were, but I remember that because it was a joke that I think Dave Chappelle told at one point. Elizabeth Smart. Thank you. That's what it was. That was the little girl's name. Yes. Then y'all remember that shit. Okay. Look, everywhere, every damn where. Thank you, Jamila TV. That is exactly. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. We talk about this all the time. Latoya Figueroa was pregnant and murdered in July 2005. Natalie Holloway disappeared in May 2005. Natalie's case took over the media to the point that no one paid attention to Latoya until she was found. That's how it be, because they don't care about us. They only care about when white people go missing, or when white girls specifically go missing, because white girls, you know what I'm saying? Like they're the epicenter of how America views women. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they have to be clean and they have to be white and pure. And, just that's the way, even down to, I remember hearing that one of the reasons they gave to not trust black people over white people is because we don't blush, meaning that you can't see what's going on behind our eyes because our skin does not blush. Which is bullshit, because we all know that a person can be lying, they can be anything and still not show blushing on their face. But that was like one of the things that they would say as to why white people were trusted over black people. And that also lended itself to how we perceive femininity between black women and white women. That femininity of us not blushing and showing embarrassment, because apparently femininity comes with having to be embarrassed about being a woman in some way. It's all very weird and distorted and fucked up. But it's how people it's the breakdown of how people actually be thinking about this shit. That's why when black people, Latino people, people of color go missing, nobody cares as much. But as soon as a white girl with blonde hair goes missing, y'all smack a picture of her smiling on the screen, and everybody's supposed to be like, oh my God, the poor white girl. And then y'all put the black girl up there, even if y'all probably don't 9 times out of 10, but the feeling is not the same. Oh, another little black girl went missing. It's not the same. Not even amongst the black people, it's not the same. Thank you, Berica Hallett, for the super chat. Cops and major news outlets don't strive to find our missing. That's another truth. The cops, they don't be giving a fuck. What is it? Alasia Hill hasn't been seen since March. No help from Detroit PD. We've been searching for ourselves. Many go missing in Detroit. That shit makes my nerves bad. Thank you for the super chat. Cops don't. Oh, there's an Asian mother of 2 kids that's missing in my whole hometown for months now. It's not national headlines. That shit is crazy. All those black media outlets reported on Gabby and not Jelani Day, because all of those media outlets get all of their news from the main media outlets. When it comes to stuff like that, they're scouring the regular CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. They're scouring their news sites to find stuff to report to you. So if they're not reporting it, then it's not going to be, a lot of times it won't be seen unless there's an outcry from the public. I don't know why anybody would be mad at Joy Reid for calling a thing a thing. I'm sorry, but that's exactly what's going on, which is, it's so funny because I think back to Nicki Minaj calling her Uncle Tom while at the same time aligning herself with Tucker Carlson. While the next day at work, Joy Reid is trying to understand why the fuck y'all don't care about when black people or people of color go missing versus when white people go missing. Okay? And what about Kanika Jenkins? Yeah, I was always confused about Kanika Jenkins because the way it was presented at first, it was as if it was some foul play, and I couldn't exactly understand where the foul play was. So I remember getting online asking, why are y'all so up in a roar about this girl versus all of the other black girls that go missing all the time that y'all don't say nothing about? And everybody perceived it like I was saying that y'all shouldn't care. That's not what I was saying. First of all, I was saying y'all should care all the time. And the other thing I was trying to understand was, why did it seem suspect, but we couldn't pinpoint where the suspect part happened? Because she was obviously drunk and drugged. She was obviously at that hotel where the party was going down. And we just couldn't tell whether somebody had did something to her or whether she just passed out and died because she passed out in a freezer, or whatever drug or alcohol she had taken or was given. It just seemed like one of those things that happens all the time, and everybody blew it up as if the police had killed the girl and hid her in the damn ice locker. And I was trying to understand, what are we doing here, and why is everybody like in an uproar about it as if somebody did this to her that was like a cop or something? You know what I mean? Because I was trying to understand, like, it seems as though she was murdered. It absolutely seems as if she was either murdered or she would, because did they even give like the cause of death? I don't even remember. Everything about that story just seemed so fucking confusing to me, but they kept like putting a video of her walking through the hotel, and I was just like, why? You know, it just all, yeah, it just seemed, the internet's looped, right? I was just trying to understand, and people really thought I was like, oh, what do you mean, why do we care? I mean, if there's another girl that's probably missing in your fucking neighborhood and you don't care about that, but you out here posting what happened to Kanika Jenkins, like, that's what the fuck I meant, okay? And really, I was trying to understand what was the connection, because everybody kept making it seem like it was like some real foul play versus the regular foul play. And what I mean is, there's a difference between, you know, a girl getting caught up by some dude who drugged her and strangled her or some shit like that, interpersonal shit, versus the cops or the owners of the hotel or somebody that's trying to cover up something. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a difference. So I was trying to understand whether it was a regular, this girl got killed because of the circumstances and interpersonal relationships, like it happens every day, or was it something bigger at play? And I was trying to understand what was happening, and Sade was mad at me for trying to gain some understanding and not just being up here like, you know, mad about something. I need to understand it so I can talk about it. J Jersey Girl, thank you for the super chat. Since 2000, indigenous people have made up 21% of the homicides in Wyoming, even though they're only 3% of the population. Child, that should let you know, don't move to Wyoming if you ain't white. But I feel like that about a lot of this country. We still need to know what happened to Kendrick Johnson. Was that the one who they said hung himself? There are a whole bunch of black people. What about that lady that was pictured with all them white people and then turned up missing? Ain't nobody ever did nothing about it. There is a darkness around that case. Even the YouTuber trying to fight for justice, it scared me off. Child. And a few of those people from the party are now dead too. Really? That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. I definitely think it has something to do with the amount that they like to traffic young black women. Gabby case picked up traction due to TikTok. Uh-huh. They stuffed Kendrick in a gym. Oh, yes, 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 yes. I remember that one. I remember that. Y'all know it's so many of them. I can only keep track based off of like what the circumstances were. But that was the one who they found rolled up in the gym mat in the gym, and they was acting like they didn't know what the fuck happened. Child, I mean, wasn't that around the same time where all of them people was like being hung, and everybody was like they hung themselves? I'm like, black people do not hang themselves from trees. Okay, if it was from a fucking ceiling fan, then maybe we could have a conversation. Okay. Anyway, before we move on to Nicki Minaj, y'all, it's so many cases, y'all. It's so many cases where it's obvious that white people have probably decided to kill somebody black just because they can, and because it's a small town, they get away with it. And then the public, once we find out, we're like, what the fuck happened? But there is no checks and balances because it's a small town. And the people who live in that small town still run whatever's going on there, sometimes even when there is national attention. So that's a lot of stuff that goes on. But I appreciate Joy Reid. I'm not mad at her, and I think she should continue to be empowered to do exactly what she's doing, to speak on behalf of those of us that notice this shit, but nobody ever listens to what the fuck we have to say when we mention it. Yeah, the black lady that went to that sleepover, I was just saying that. Y'all remember that? They said one of the suspects in the Kendrick Johnson case was from a very prominent white family. That makes sense too. Y'all probably killed the black kid because he was better at running than y'all, or some stupid shit like that, and then trying to hide it because you don't want them white boys to have to face the responsibility of what they did. Oh, follow up on those suicides by hand. Yeah, that shit too. Bruh, it's just too much. But anyway, y'all, we're about to move on to Jennifer Hough. Hough, I believe the way it's pronounced, and her whole situation with Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. So before we get into that, let's go ahead and like up the video. Okay, y'all, I'll be all into it. What is this? I appreciate you. All right, y'all. We ready? We ready? Is we ready? Okay. So y'all, I don't know how many of y'all have been following me for a long time, or if you were there when I did it. But about a year ago, I did a live where I actually did a haul on my Relax with Blue channel. Y'all still have a haul that I need to put up. But I hate the way the green screen situation looked, but I think I'm gonna just throw it up on there anyway, and that way y'all can still see it. But I need to do another haul video with my prettier background now. But anyway, so I had listened to the interview that this lady did back then. And she was angry and tired then. And now she is depleted and tired here. Okay, you could just tell the lady has had it up to here. So y'all not about to tune into somebody that doesn't believe Jennifer Hough's story. Y'all can just go ahead and skate on by me if y'all are looking for me to get up here and call the lady a liar and say I don't believe her and say that she's clout chasing, when I know for a fact this lady been talking about this shit with YouTubers for over a year now, with the exact same details of what she said when she got on The Real. Okay? Just so y'all know. So let me go ahead and read to y'all what's all going down, okay? So, Jennifer Hough, the victim of Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, has shared key details surrounding her lawsuit against the couple in an exclusive interview with The Real. As previously reported, Jennifer Hough filed a harassment lawsuit earlier this year against Nicki Minaj and her husband, Kenneth Petty. According to Jennifer Hough, Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty have been harassing her in an attempt to make her recant her claims that Petty assaulted her when they were teenagers. Huff also says that the alleged intimidation she's receiving from the couple started after Petty was arrested in California for failing to register as a sex offender in the state. And from what Layla Lynn says, he also was getting a lot of tickets, meaning speeding tickets, parking tickets, which is probably why Nicki Minaj was driving him around in that video, because his ass can't drive no more because of all of them tickets he done got. Okay. So those tickets were racking up. And so he had to give them he and Nicki's LA address. And I think that's how this all started. It wasn't just because Nicki didn't want her, her address to be out there. Thank you, Jasmine King, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. But yeah, I heard that when I listened to Layla, and I think Layla Lynn is going to be doing another live later on where she's going to go into detail about the court case from '94 and everything. So I'll be listening to her later on to see what all she's divulged from this situation as well. Y'all know I love listening to my other YouTubers that got time to be doing all this fact checking. I just come to y'all with the commentary once the facts have been put out. Okay. But yes, while chatting with the ladies on the Real, Huff became emotional as she explained everything she's gone through because she refuses to shy away from her truth. When asked why she is publicly speaking out now, Huff said, "I'm tired of being afraid. I feel like the actions that were taken in regards to this whole situation have put me in a different type of fear at my age now. And it was wrong, and I don't want to be afraid anymore. So the only way to not be afraid is to continue to speak up." According to reports, Petty initially denied the allegations. However, he was charged with first degree and pleaded guilty to attempted, for which he served roughly 4 years in prison. Ain't that about a bitch? When asked if she feels that justice was served, Hough replied, "I don't think I thought about justice per se because I was still blaming myself. I thought it was something that I did or didn't do." While crying, she added, "I had to leave my family, I had to leave my home, and I had to move away. So yeah, I never really gave it much thought." During her interview, Jennifer Hough shared that Nicki Minaj has contacted her, asking her to take back the claims she had against her husband. She said in March of 2020, Nicki Minaj called me and she said that she got word that I was willing to help them out in a situation that I didn't understand what she was referring to. She offered to fly me and my family to LA. Huff added, "I turned it down and I told her woman to woman, this really happened, and I hadn't spoken to her since." When asked how Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty have been harassing her, Huff explained, "With them sending people to negotiate numbers as far as money is concerned with my family members. Nicki is the one who personally reached out to me. She's, in regards to helping them in this situation. And then the threats that I received because I kept saying no to every offer, to every suggestion. The last incident was when one of her associates put $20,000 in my lap and I still kept saying no. The last message I received was that I should have taken the money because they're going to use that money to put on my head." Okay, that's what the lady had to say. I believe her, y'all. I believe what she's saying because I feel like it coincides with exactly who Nicki has turned to be at this point. She is definitely in the mindset of, I'm a queen pin, I'm running this shit. Y'all gonna listen to me. I mean, y'all, it all jives with the way I feel like she bullies people, the way her fans bully people. It all jives as far as I'm concerned. And if it was all about money, why wouldn't the lady have taken the money and ran a while ago? If that was the case, she probably could have got $1 million from Nicki Minaj in order to make this shit go away. If they were willing to offer $500,000, they were willing to offer $1 million if she had said she would do it. I really do feel like that. But because the lady was not going to do that, okay, here we are now. But from what I understand, they've been threatening her for a while now. And now that Kenneth has had to go ahead and plead guilty to not filing as a sex offender in California, now that case is over and she can now sue them for all of the damages that they put her through during this time. And I'm not mad at her at all. The only thing is that her lawyer is the same lawyer that Sabrina Peterson had helping her with all of the allegations against T.I. and Tiny. Not to say that means he's not a good lawyer or he's not a good lawyer to have, but I worry about Mr. Blackburn. That's all. because he seems like low-key, like an ambulance chaser, for lack of a better term, meaning you'll take it if you can get notoriety off of it. It doesn't mean that it's actual factual. But I also feel like that's the type of people that run after women like her. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of woman. Child, listen, y'all don't even waste y'all time coming in here to curse me out behind Nicki Minaj, because I can't even see your comment. Don't even waste your time coming in here to curse me out about the shit. But I believe her. And I feel like that lady has been saying this shit for a while now. And I don't feel like her story has ever really changed. You can't, at least I don't recall the story changing. But I've seen people say things like, oh, she said this back then. And, oh, she said that she hadn't talked to Nicki. Okay, well, show me when she said that. Because I recall her saying she absolutely talked to her one time and told her that this happened, woman to woman. And Nicki didn't seem to care. It definitely coincides with her not giving a fuck about what her brother did to his stepdaughter, because she still went on to, pay for his lawyer's fees and support him during that time. So away from that, okay, this lady deserves whatever she can get out of this situation. And that's what I have to say about that. But the news on Nicki Minaj is not done with, okay? So as if making headlines last week for her comments on COVID-19 and the vaccine weren't enough, Nicki Minaj, the rapper, has since threatened a reporter for allegedly harassing her family, and the reporter appears to be suing her for $20 million as a result. We talked about how she put the reporter's card out to the internet, to her barbs, and then people probably started calling and harassing the station and that lady because she was trying to get in contact with the so-called cousin friend whose balls had exploded from the COVID vaccine out there in Trinidad. So on Tuesday, September 14th, the New York rapper opened up on Twitter about not attending the Met Gala due to not being vaccinated. While sharing her thoughts on the vaccine, she also told fans that a friend of her cousin experienced swollen testicles as a result. In her tweet, she said, "My cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision, not bullied." I'm sorry, but there's all types of insinuation in that. She knew exactly what the fuck she was doing. So when Joy Reid read her, I wasn't that upset about it, okay? Don Lemon also reacted to Nicki Minaj's comments, which I did not speak on because, child, Don Lemon, what you got to say, boy? He said, "The people talking about, I don't know what's in the shot. You know what they get shots in. You know what they get shots in nowadays? In their rear ends. They're getting shots to make it bigger. They're getting shots in their face. They don't know what's in Botox. You don't have to listen to a minority of people who are being harmful to the greater good and who are not acting on logic, reason, and science." Well, I'm not mad at Don Lemon for saying that, because I said the same thing. How a bitch shooting injections all in her ass, don't know what that is neither, and you was fine with that? You ain't do no research about that? The rapper then claimed that a reporter in Trinidad was harassing her family and trying to contact them. In a series of Instagram stories, Nicki alleges the reporter contacted her, but the conversation did not seem to go well. She posted the conversation along with the reporter's information. Child, they was deleting all kind of responses in them texts. We talked about that in my last BondyBlue show. So if y'all want to see that, y'all go, look at that video. But she said, "They're forcing my family to have to hide out. This is what speaking up looks like. Millions of poor people are treated this way by the people you think are the good guys. This is unconscionable." And I was just like, girl, you rally the barbs to bully people every fucking day. What are you talking about? Like, miss me with the bullshit. And then she went on for a while. But in a now deleted tweet, Nicki continued to call out reporter Charlene Rampersad, who also responded to Nicki Minaj on Twitter. However, shortly after Rampersad deleted the tweet to her account, she said, "What Nicki Minaj either does not know or does not care about is Trinidad and Tobago is currently under a state of emergency. Many business sectors are closed and have been for months on end. Vaccination is our way out. If our vaccination rates increase in September, we can expect to see more sectors reopen, bars, cinemas, etc. If the numbers remain low, people remain out of jobs, out of income. When you use your international platform to spread lies, you hurt us. We aren't some island fantasy you get to bring up if you're bored. 1,391 people have died from COVID COVID-19 here. Leave us alone now. Meaning stop ripping us when it's convenient for you, but not really thinking about how this is killing our people when you put out misinformation. As the back and forth between the reporter and Minaj has continued on today, September 21st, an Instagram account appearing to belong to Charlene Rampersad accused the rapper of leaking her personal information and announced a $20 million lawsuit on her Instagram story. She said, "Me and my lawyers are suing Miss Minaj for $20 million after she posted my home address and put my daughter in danger." I didn't know she posted her home address. I thought she had just posted the card, but she posted that lady home address. In another post, she continued, "Minaj continues to leak my phone number. All of this has already been sent to my lawyers. I'm flying into Los Angeles tomorrow." Girl, go for it. Go for it. Because that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Those bullying tactics used to try to get people to, do what you want them to do when you out here wilding and doing the most and shit. Child, I'm annoyed. Daniel Craig doesn't think the new James Bond should be a woman. I don't think Daniel Craig should have ever been James Bond. Dr. Dre ordered to pay estranged wife Nicole $1.5 million in legal fees. Child, oh well. Amber Rose says, "Shut up" to critics over her forehead tattoo. Bitch, we'll shut up when you put a bang over that ugly ass shit. Anyway, I'm sorry. Little fire off right quick on some topics that I had seen right there on my screen that annoyed me. But what y'all got to say? Nicki's crazy. Child. I don't respect Nicki Minaj anymore at all. I'm not going to listen to her music. I'm not even going to listen to anything on her. I'm done. It's unfortunate. I'm still going to listen to the whole music do. I feel like there's this push for everyone to get this vaccine and you can't even have doubt about it or you will be bullied. I don't think that's true. I'm sorry. I don't think that's true. I think you are very much entitled to question and have doubt about this vaccine. You are very much entitled to do so. But I think where it's coming from is the fact that this is not something that's just a personal choice. It doesn't just affect you. So I think that's where everybody is kind of finding the annoyance. And yeah, I think, they're trying to force everybody to get it. That's stressing y'all out. Y'all don't want to do that. But I feel like it's not much different than them telling y'all got to vaccinate y'all kids before y'all bring them to their schools, and y'all still do that. But here's the thing. You're not actually being forced to take the vaccine, y'all. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. But you also have to understand that when people don't want to hire you or people don't want to let you into their establishments and all of that type of shit, that's also their prerogative as well. So just remember that. Child. Child, playing stupid games will cost you, won't it though? I will still listen to her. I'll still listen to her music, period, because I think she's a great artist. That don't mean I gotta like her as a person. Barbs were out here doxing Cardi, saying, "Kill." Oh wow, y'all do the most. The issue is with misinformation. I think people keep liking to harp on to the y'all just mad people are questioning it. No, because we all questioned it. What are you talking about? We all questioned it. We still looking at each other like, you all right? But it's kind of like it's a life or death situation. So what we gonna do? And I also feel like, the option, is just kind of like, you're going to get sick from COVID or you going to, get sick from the vaccine. Like it's one or the other. Which one has more numbers at the hospital right now? Just let me know. I don't feel like y'all are being bullied. I just feel like y'all don't like hearing that if you choose to do something, there are consequences to that choice. You want to feel like you should be able to go about life as you did before. And we're no longer in a place where that is feasible. And that's just what it is. As far as I'm concerned. Right. You can't be lying. You can't be out here posting kitchen table talk to 22 million people. That's just not smart. Nicki needs to stop. Let people make their own decisions. And that's another thing. Y'all don't seem to understand how many people are posting every day so that y'all don't get a vaccine. And I don't understand why. Like, I follow people comedians, Eddie Griffin. I love Eddie Griffin. Might be ignorant, but I think he's funny as fuck. So I follow Eddie Griffin on social media. About every day, Eddie Griffin is posting some type of post to tell you not to get the vaccine. And I don't understand how the people who haven't gotten it, like, haven't gotten a vaccine or whatever, how they can get up on social media and claim that they're being bullied to get it when I see most of the conversation happening from y'all trying to convince people not to get it. To tell you the truth, I hear it. I really do feel like I hear it way more. Teddy Riley is another one. Mario does also. Yeah, it's a lot of these people on social media that are trying to convince you that you made a bad decision, that you shouldn't do it, but then want to turn around and act like they're being bullied to get the vaccine. It's like, no, I honestly, I see more people telling y'all not to get it than I see people telling y'all to get it. Y'all just don't like the fact that the government and people that are in charge of where you work and all of that are telling y'all what was going to happen. But the niggas online are trying to convince y'all not to. And y'all, what the fuck is going on with Avant's page? Am I the only one that has noticed like Avant music is not about Avant music? Avant music is not about Avant music, y'all. Avant's page is problematic as fuck. And what I mean is he's always posting something to get folks arguing. I'm like, so y'all music artists are turning y'all pages into blog sites, basically. Turning y'all pages into spiritual word, okay, which is Justin Little Boy for those of you who think y'all are saved. Information is out there. You can find exactly what's in the vaccine, when production actually began, why production began, and the actual proven side effects. Thank you, Simply Net. Yes, you can. And from reputable sites, y'all. Stop listening to fucking Tank telling y'all to apologize to Nicki when he pulls up a propaganda anti-vax website to give y'all information from. Please stop. I mean, when y'all start showing me large amounts of people who have been vaccinated that are dying because of the vaccination, then I'll start listening to y'all. But all I keep seeing is people dying from COVID. That's all I keep seeing. He's probably never got engagement like that before, which is probably why he's doing all this ignorant shit. My friend used to do that. I had to tell her to stop sending me BS like that. I'm getting a vaccine, and that's that. Especially since I already had COVID badly. I got both shots and felt perfectly fine. Not badly. I'm glad you made it over, love. What else y'all saying? And we have all been getting vaccinated all our lives. When was the last time there was a polio, mumps, or measles outbreak? I mean, we keep saying that, but they keep acting like, don't listen or something like that. I think it's funny how many people get online who I like, but they be on that Hotep shit. Don't tell me what to put in my body because I am connected to. Okay, bitch. Okay, I don't have time for this. But why does every post have to be, anti this, anti that when y'all hoes got vaccinated to go to y'all elementary school? Okay, you vaccinated right now, which is why you ain't never caught fucking chicken pox. I've never caught chicken pox, y'all. You know why? Because they had just created a vaccine for that shit around 88 when I came along. Okay. I'm not exactly sure when, but I know my older cousins and shit had chicken pox. I did not because I got vaccinated. We wouldn't know they're anti-vax if they wouldn't open their mouth. Child. But then as soon as they go to the hospital because they about to die, they're going to listen to the doctor then. Thank you for the super chat, Quaisha. These celebrities' attitude will change once the promoter starts making them get vaccinated in order to perform and get paid. You better speak on it, Quaisha. If you've already had COVID and survived, you have natural immunity, yet you are still pressured to get the vaccine. Oh, do you have natural immunity? Is that what they say? Because I feel like there have been a couple of people that have caught it more than once. So I don't know what that means about natural immunity. Because I know a couple of people that have caught it more than once. There are plenty of people that that died that were vaccinated. Yes, but not from the vaccination, my love, from death. People, and what y'all don't understand is like people can still die from other reasons just because they're vaccinated. That's not like a cure-all for everything that you could ever go through. So what I'm saying is until they have proven that people are dying because of the vaccine, not dying anyway, even though they got it. Because there are some people that might get COVID, even though they've gotten the shot, they still get COVID and their body's still not strong enough to fight it off. There are some people that are still going to die from it because their bodies just aren't strong enough. That's the T on it. Like that's just the realization of the situation. That does not mean that the vaccine is not helping to make it less bad or to make it transmit, to make it less easily transmitted, is what I was trying to say. I've already got it, but I see why people don't want to get it. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, but I also feel like keep that to yourself. Why do you need to impress on everybody else not to get it because you don't want to, is what I'm saying. My only point is that I'm going to tell you based off my experience that I'm fine. That's it. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but understand that you can't work at certain places. You can't do certain things anymore. And that's just what it is. And that's what they did before to make y'all get vaccinated. You can't go to school without measles, mumps, chickenpox outbreak, fucking shot. Like they did that. That's what they do. They make it so that y'all don't really have a choice, so that y'all will make decisions that are probably for y'all betterment, but y'all won't make for whatever reason. Not to say that that's exactly what this is, because I didn't trust it either, y'all. I didn't. But I saw people walking around and it was all right. So I was just like, okay. People keep asking, why does me being unvaccinated hurt people that are vaccinated? It's because if people aren't getting vaccinated, the virus is able to thrive and mutate to more dangerous versions. Yeah, they don't seem to get that, even though we constantly explaining that. No, it's crazy that the same people who've been vaccinated want to tell people not to get vaccinated. That's another thing that be killing me. Like Tucker Carlson and all the people that work at Fox News that have to get vaccinated to work there, but get up there every day and tell you not to. I really do think they're trying to kill people. I think that them telling you not to get vaccinated is a way to kill off more people. But don't listen to me. I know it may be some years since formal education, but did people forget this quickly, how to determine if what you're reading is from a credible source? I think they don't do that anymore because of social media. You know what I'm saying? They just get online and read shit and think that it's a fact. They don't really go and look for the source, especially if there isn't a link. Child, you know how easy I make it for y'all to go and find my links? Bondy, that's a lie. Stop saying that you do not have to be vaccinated. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, Bondy, that's a lie. Stop. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, honey, but you're typing in all caps at me like you're yelling at me, and we don't want me to start yelling at you. So can we calm down? Fox News already said vaccination is a choice. They did not make it mandatory. Stop lying. Oh, so they said that? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm lying. I didn't realize I was lying. I was told and read by multiple people that a lot of the people on the sites of those actual, like where Fox News is shot at, that to enter those properties, people had to have proof, because a lot of them are in states that are blue. So they're able to make those decisions versus those of y'all that are in red states and they can't make those types of decisions. But I appreciate you calling me a liar. My kids will be able to get the shot soon. Right. I heard that they made Pfizer available for kids between 5 and 12, I think. May the odds be in your favor. Thank you, Sean Bay, for the super chat. I'm over it all. But let me go and look it up. Let's look it up. Let's see right quick before I leave y'all. Okay, let's go. Okay. Just a day earlier, the producers of that segment were required by Days Inn to upload their vaccination status to the company's internal system. As some Fox News stars continue to question the efficacy of the COVID vaccine, the company has drawn its own line, mandating employees to tell the network if they have been vaccinated, according to an internal memo first published by Adweek. It is not, however, requiring employees to be vaccinated to come into the office. Okay, so there's the disparaging. I'm correcting myself because I was given misinformation that they were not made to get it, but they are made to disclose, which is basically, never mind, child, anyway. But I don't mind saying I'm wrong. I was wrong, y'all. I'm so glad that you called me a liar and shitted on me for those 5 minutes in my comments so that I can look this up and give y'all the right information. Okay, that they are forced to tell people whether they are vaccinated or not. CEO Suzanne Scott said in a memo, which was an updated version of the memo sent in June, that the mandate applies to all employees, including those working remotely. This is being done for space planning and contact tracing purposes in conjunction with CDC, state, city health, and safety guidelines. So it sounds like they're telling you not to go along with the guidelines, but their bosses are telling them that they have to go along with the guidelines. But okay. Fox News also said that masks are optional for vaccinated individuals, but will require for all in small confined spaces like control rooms. Okay, so so they're saying that they're making them wear masks if they aren't vaccinated. Some Fox News hosts have been criticized for minimizing the effects of COVID in its early days, and more recently for turning vaccinations into a political fight by pushing back on President Joe Biden's efforts to get Americans vaccinated. Hannity has wavered in his support of the vaccine. In January, he said he was having doubts about getting it. In March, he said nobody should be pressured to get vaccinated. Last month, he said it absolutely makes sense for many Americans to get vaccinated. I believe in science. I believe in the science of vaccination. His comments Wednesday signaled another shift when he said the science shows the vaccine will not necessarily protect you. So the people at Fox News don't know what the fuck they talking about, but what the CEO said is, y'all gonna tell us whether y'all vaccinated or not, and if you are vaccinated, then you could not wear a mask, but if you aren't vaccinated, your ass is wearing a mask. So okay, hold on. Let me continue on. A Fox News spokesperson told Mediate, child, whatever that says, that Hannity comments were a reference to comments from CDC Director Rochelle Walensky, who said in early August that the vaccines are working exceptionally well, but what they can't do anymore is prevent transmission. Okay, which means they can't prevent you from getting it, which we knew. But anyway, the vaccines remain highly effective against severe illness and death from the Delta variant, which accounts for nearly all new coronavirus cases in the U.S. Still, the network has maintained its COVID precautions, despite host Tucker Carlson calling vaccine passports medical Jim Crow. I love when white people speak on things that they could never understand. The network implemented its own this summer called Fox Clear Pass, allowing vaccinated people to enjoy different privileges than their unvaccinated colleagues. So yes, I was wrong. They're not requiring it, but they're definitely what's it called? Incentive, giving you incentive. Is that what it's called, y'all? Giving you a reason, giving you a reason to go ahead and do so because they're giving you perks. If you are vaccinated, you get to not wear a mask. So they're this is what I need for you to understand. Fox News, the corporation, is going along with the science that their actual people that are on Tucker Carlson, their talent, is telling you to not believe. That's the point. The point is, Tucker Carlson works for a company. He's getting a check from a company that is going along with the CDC guidelines, that is going along with the science that if you are vaxxed, you don't necessarily have to wear a mask and all of this. It's going along with that science. But then at the same time, getting on air and telling you not to believe the science. Incentive. Thank you. Incentive is, I can't get the word right, y'all. I hate when this happens. Words that I can say normally, but if I'm on live, go completely out of my fucking head. It's incentivizing. Child, I can't talk. Basically, I'm gonna be wearing a mask until 2025. Child, I might never take off one in public, walking amongst people. Yes, 90% of Fox News is vaccinated by telling you not to, but telling you not to. I mean, if everybody wanted to call me a liar about it, child, let me just go ahead and rectify that situation. It was a misunderstanding, but I think that what we're trying to get at is the truth still remains that them people believe the science in telling you not to. Period. Point blank. End it there. Okay. Bondi, what do you think about the science constantly changing? I don't think the science is changing. I think new information, that's how science works. As time goes on, you get new information. Okay? And when something happens this quickly, people are moving as fast as they can. But it also takes time to figure these things out. Okay? And I do feel like there's a level of test dummy-ishness to this shit. But it's also like, what would you prefer? What would you prefer? Okay. The capitalists just want people to spend money. They don't care if people live or die. They don't. Why do you I think it's terrible. I'm upset about it. I don't want to talk about it. The main theme was vaccines are working. The supporting sentences were wear a mask. The conclusion is division, no matter how detrimental, sales boom. I'm just saying, child, and that's that on that. Right. Science doesn't change. People are human and don't know everything. Once they find out more, they let us know. Like, that's how this is happening. This is happening like we're figuring this out as we go. Just like you are figuring this shit out as you go. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're scientists, but they're not soothsayers. Science is meant to change. It's literally middle school biology. I don't know about if I feel like changing versus evolving or new information becoming clear so then you have more or better understanding of said science. That's what I think it's more about. But yeah, call me out, bitch. Call me a liar so I can, dig it up and really correct you. Go ahead, bitch. I ain't scared to say I'm sorry. Listen. But yes, y'all. I see that they're telling y'all to check out other people in my comments, which I find rude, but I'm going to let it go. All right, y'all, let me go. I'm going to go ahead and leave because I have shit to do. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care of yourselves and don't be divisive. It's stupid. Love y'all. Bye.